Welcome to Dance with Disease. My name is Ren. In 2016, my index finger started wiggling, which is great if you're training a dog, but I don't have a canine companion. And then the word Parkinsons came into my life. I knew from the beginning that this was not the downward spiral of doom as guaranteed by the brochures, but a kick in the ass to look at my life and change. This podcast is dedicated to sharing my magical journey of healing through trying every alternative therapy imaginable. Thanks for joining me. Let's dance.
Good morning, good morning. It is 5:32, May 12th, and let the VTS experience continue. You'll notice that we have a different setup today. I'll get out of the way in a moment here. And in the morning my back is so sore. And then I do the chair and I'm feeling better. It's not the chair, it's the pad. And this platform I made because I believe that the essentials, well, the original experiment study done at Wilfrid Laurier in Ontario was done on a next wave chair. And I don't have the money for a next wave chair right now, so, and the pad, VTS 1000, only has one transducer. So I bought a transducer and I bought an amplifier, and I built my own system. But so what I did, I tried it yesterday. I was pretty amped up what I got on the when I started, and I had the best meditation of my life. It was using a different system of. It wasn't using the research study file. It was using using a sound file I made, a sine wave file that I made. Because I don't want to do more of the 40 hertz. I want to only do that once a day. At this point, I'm just trying to be as scientific as I can about this. What I find really interesting about this experiment is that a friend of mine described sound therapy as shaking old things loose, and that's what it feels like. Because yesterday I'm on the phone with my best friend, and we're both crying about our parents. Two 51-year-old males, just crying about our parents in beautiful ways, right? Like that we're just being, with the relationship that we've gained we gained in the last, in his case, like the last year of his dad's life. For me, it's this experience with my mother right now, but just feeling loved. Feeling loved is pretty damn amazing. When I ultimately just didn't trust my mother for my life. Let's see what shakes loose now. It's more comfortable in the system too. was interesting. My left hip just wouldn't release. I think I gotta stretch before I do it, because if I could have released the left hip, then I could have relaxed. I felt overall it was pretty good. I think next time what I'll do is I will let me just get the timer on. Next time what I'll do is I will stretch a bit first. I'm using a study track created by Wilfred Laurier, and it pulsates. It's just a pulsing of 40 hertz. And yesterday when I was able to relax, I did my best meditation of my life. I was able to completely relax. Believe it or not, I was kind of edgy going into it, kind of like today, and but I was using 32 to 35 hertz. It wasn't pulsing in terms of sound pressure. It was going up and down the scale. It was consistent sound pressure with variability and frequency. And when the body is shaking a lot, then it's able for me to disassociate from the what I call it, the emotional attachment I have to feeling like a victim, and to be able to just relax into the moment. That's what my intention was with this. That was my intuition about this experience. Was that that it would give me an opportunity just to get outside myself and just relax. And it did yesterday. So what I think I'm going to try tomorrow, or even later on today, is doing that again. And because I think at this point the vibration helps the body to just relax, shakes the tension off. Man, the layers are being peeled off right now. It's crazy. Farah's not here. That's why I can talk so loud. That's why I can have this chair set up this way. Hopefully it's not too much of a discussion point to have the chair this way when she returns. We'll see. The marriage is always a negotiation. Yeah, always. And I've gained so much from my marriage. Oh, I feel bad for when people are. I should say I don't relate when people talk trash about their marriage or their partner. Yeah, there's frustrations on both sides, but that's the human experience. The human experience is human partnership experience, whether that be friendships, close relationships, marriages, etc. It's always a negotiation. And for when guys talk trash or otherwise, that's such a, in my mind, that's a blue collar thing. In my experience, it's a blue collar thing. Men talking shit about their wives, which is nonsense. I think it's just programmed. It's the expectation that we're supposed to be disappointed with our wives or disappointed with our marriage. I'm not. It's difficult at times, but life is difficult. Life is a challenge. We can meet it with our enthusiasm for learning, or we can follow programming of negative programming from the past, or we can choose a combination of the two. Yeah, I've gained so much from my marriage. My wife is awesome. She has her own challenges, as we all do. So what? You know, I want to say throw the baby out with the bathwater. But we all have our challenges, and sometimes those challenges butt up against each other. And that's fine, and I think it has a purpose. Why I'm confident it has a purpose for us to. So what I'm noticing right now is there's an expression that everyone is your teacher. So when I have a judgment or a thought about somebody else, I'm actually just judging myself. I mean, for me, I'm finding that when I judge somebody else or I have an experience or an insecurity about someone else, that's an insecurity about myself that I'm having. And that is liberating, because every time that I have an experience of somebody else, it's an opportunity for me to look at myself and shed something that's not serving me. That is profound. And I keep coming back to that because I've noticed that, I notice that all the time. And I have I have to say, my best friend, Pete, he's constantly in search of growth and to shed the patterns of the past. And I'm the same. I'm tired of creating my own suffering. Let go. Let go. Let go, friends.
Thank you for listening to the Dance with Disease podcast. My name is Ren. It's been a pleasure to have you here today. For more podcasts and the films, Dance with Disease, log on to YouTube, Ren the Artist. See you next time.